can only watch it for the first time once. It'll be interesting to see what we catch and what we don't.
This is our only first time.
We know that it's a serialized show.
Have you ever played the video game Mass Effect?
Okay, Tolkien, chill
Putting
out.
some little breadcrumbs.
Jean Parade Chuckle Nugget. This is where Babylon
Question.
5 is becoming Babylon 5.
We have the most incredible community out there.
Feels like we're going to continue to go down this rabbit hole.
I was right.
Just trying to put the pieces together.
I was right.
I'm the king, baby.
What? Are you kidding me? Here I go back to Dune, as I often
We're officially into it, Jeff. 100% so good. It was so good. Completely accurate.
That was great. I love that.
Definitive ranking. I can keep watching the show.
I love it so much.
The year is 2026. The name of the podcast, Babylon 5, for the second time.
Welcome to Babylon 5 for the second time. My name is Brent Allen.
And my name is Jeff Akin. Brent and I used to be Star Trek podcasters, and then we watched Babylon 5 for the first time, and everything changed. So now we're watching this incredible series for the second time, because Babylon 5 is a show that you get to watch for the first time. Twice.
That's right. But don't worry, folks. I know you're worried about it. No need to be worried about it. Jeff and I are still doing the thing. We're doing the thing, Jeff. It's the thing. You know, the thing where we look for messages that are contained within. Okay. Maybe the ones we got before, maybe new ones. We have a different perspective this time around. Maybe it's some new ones. But hey, speaking of this time around, that means there was another time around for Jeff and I. Yes, this is Jeff and mine's second time coming through this series, which means, as far as we're concerned, anything and everything is fair game for us to talk to. That's anything from any point in the timeline, any point in the franchise, whether it's on screen, off screen, in a comic book, in a novel. Maybe it was something that was talked about at a convention. Maybe it's just fan theories online. Whatever, it is all fair game for Jeff and I to discuss. So if you have not seen this incredible show for the first time, we invite you to stop this and go listen to our first time, which was entirely spoiler-free. We had an incredible community around us, keeping us spoiler-free, and there were people that were trying to shoot us down.
Yep.
But we had people propping us up, and we thank you guys for that, and trust us, it is just better in that way. So that being said...
My warning is sincere. Ignore it at your own peril.
That's great. This week, Brent, we're watching And the Rock Cried Out, No Hiding Place for the second time. What did you predict this episode was going to be about?
I said it'd be about The Rock. Literally, The Rock, as in Dwayne The Rock Johnson. WWE, that's right, it's the crossover! Do you smell? Well, no, you can't, because it's television. We don't have smell-o-vision anymore. I said somebody's hunting down somebody. That's all I had.
All right.
I couldn't go much further than that. How about you, man? What'd you have?
Well, I'm literally wearing my shirt today as a direct response to your prediction, so it's fun for me.
I love it because The Rock was in D-Generation X.
No, he was not, but it's just a wrestling thing. I predicted that brother...
You know what The Rock would say?
It doesn't matter
what The Rock would say.
Let's see. My prediction was that Brother Theo and his crew, they're out learning the different names of God. So they're going to go. I got super specific here. So they go talk to Jakar about Jaquan. Mm-hmm. Jakar starts talking about his dust to dust vision and all the stuff he learned about Londo. So then they go to Londo, not necessarily to learn about the name of his God, but to try and get him to confess and ask for forgiveness and all that kind of stuff. And things are not going to end well for Brother Theo.
Isn't this Brother Theo's final appearance on the show?
It is. Yes.
Man, remember when we thought he was going to be such a much larger part of the story?
Yeah.
It's too bad because he's really a great character.
He really is.
He's and the monks doing their thing. It's these little things that you feel like they're going to be a part of the big story at the end. Like we're collecting all the pieces, and then they're not. They're in the background. No. They're a part of it.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Right. But yeah, in a way, we both kind of hit pieces of it. Brother Theo is in it. Londo is in it. And they are hunting down Rifa, sort of. So, we're not too far off.
Well, Jeff, that's what we predicted. We were...
not there.
We were not there.
No.
Why don't we take a look at what we said the first time around about this episode on our first watch?
Yes, let's do it. Previously, on Babylon 5 for the first time.
And The Rock cried out, no hiding place.
Retribution, revenge, manipulation, and a well-earned romance.
Something is off about this episode. Something just doesn't feel right. But in all honesty, I liked this episode.
This is one of the first episodes that has actually marked time. and it marked time with a Z minus 14 days.
Right.
I wonder if the intent is to create that kind of cognitive dissonance of I want to watch this episode and see what's happening, but also I need to get to the end of this season and close this chapter.
Hey, Eric of Art is in this episode.
Yeah, I loaded him up on IMDb and it crashed my computer.
I loved the talk between Pastor Dexter and Sheridan. I mean, it was so well done, and I loved that.
I think it's a thing that a lot of TV at the time would shy away from, of taking its hero and showing their flaws, and I like the way they did it.
She had to look up one word to find out what the other word meant, and then had to look up a new word to find out what that word meant, and that's why English doesn't make sense. And I said, amen, sister.
She said in 2 standard hours. Where are the non-standard hours?
I liked how Londo pulled the wool over everyone's eyes, including mine. It's all there from the beginning. It's a beautifully written subplot.
He saved 2,000 Narns, but there's no way you can call Londo Mollari a hero. He is an evil, evil, manipulative person. Leave the face and the head. The rest is for you.
Yeah. Yeah. He opens up his jacket, sticks it in his pocket, and closes his jacket, and like taps his chest a little bit. And he's like, make sure that that's found on the body. Go.
And then we get that incredible scene, right, where they got the gospel singing going, and just everything that singer is saying is happening in real time with the beat down. Oh, it was dark. It was so dark. But G'Kar never laid his hands on Rifa.
G'Kar is saving his hands for Londo.
They do their work, and they're looking at stuff, and they find the pattern. They have a target.
Awesome. Is that next episode? Are we catching up with that? Because we didn't do anything with it today.
And now, the conclusion. I feel like you didn't care for it very much.
But I directly said I liked this episode.
You said that.
I liked this episode, but I also said there's something that seems off with it. There's something that seems wrong. Here's the thing. I don't know what felt off about it.
Right.
Looking at it right now, I don't know. Based on our previously on video, this might be the most I've been excited to dive into an episode for the second time.
Really?
Because I don't know what I was saying. Like, I don't really fully remember what I was thinking.
What it was? Well, then let's...
Because I remember this episode really well.
I believe we thought that Naroon bowed to Delenn, so I mean...
Also true. I said something in this recap, though. I was like, this is one where all the pieces were there from the beginning. I'm watching this episode tonight, looking for what I meant there. I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know.
That'll be fun. What do you say we watch it right now, then?
I think we should absolutely do that.
Let's do it. Hey, if you're joining us for the first time, I want to say hello and welcome. Thank you for being here with us. We are super excited that you're here. What's going to happen right now, we're going to bring up the episode. We're going to watch it right here with you. We'll make comments during it. We'll talk about messages or things that we were observing. If you're watching us on YouTube, you're going to get the reaction style video. It's going to be edited up and all that kind of stuff. If you want the full and the unedited version of this, then you can get that on our Patreon page. It's at patreon.com/badnerds.
And if you're interested in the full unedited version of these videos, nope, good night. That is not what I'm talking about.
Different show.
And if you're listening to us on an audio podcasting platform or non-podcasting platform, if you're listening to us in audio in any way, shape, or form, you're going to hear all of that same video stuff that Jeff just talked about, because we'll talk about stuff in the middle of that. We don't want you to miss that. And then, of course, we'll have all of our other stuff on the back end to go through as well. So, Jeff, with that, let's cry out.
Accessing file.
Adira, Magda, you're with the Pakmara? Sorry, try not to drink the water. Nakari.
Don't drink the water.
We're going to be rendezvousing with the Narn resistance in Sector 40.
He hardly ever leaves the war room anymore. He tries not to show it, but you can see the fatigue in his eyes.
He does. He's got the little scruff
Franklin's
there.
still on walkabout. No one's seen him in over a week. We hope he's all right and works this through soon. We're going to need him back in MedLab. Though I don't share their
So they're
belief,
saving his
I'm glad
spot.
to have Brother Theo and the rest of his monks on board. How he can be so annoying one moment and so comforting the next is beyond me.
For every telepath you send to one of the other races, I send along one of my Narns as bodyguard.
Their safety's already been guaranteed.
I'm sure that will be a great comfort to their grief-stricken families when a shadow agent carves them up into spare body parts. With my people around, this will not happen. If the symmetry were any more perfect, I should think one of us would break into tears.
Stand by. We'll be right back. Are you ready to take your Babylon 5 for the first time experience to the next level? With our exclusive Patreon, you'll get access to all kinds of cool stuff that you can only find there. Our recording notes, unedited reaction videos, an exclusive Discord community. And you can even be listed as a producer of the show. Plus, we even offer exclusive meet and greets and hangouts. You won't find this kind of experience anywhere else. Get all these amazing benefits, plus the opportunity to interact with other fans from around the world. It's being part of a huge community where everyone shares the same appreciation for Babylon 5. Subscribe at patreon.com/Babylon5First. That's the number 5 and the word first to get access to these incredible benefits. That's patreon.com/Babylon5First. We can't wait to see you there.
I have decided that Jakar must be dealt with.
Londo, has it occurred to you that half the other races are at war? We have to figure out what to do about them, about us, and you're worried about Jakar?
So I have found a way to get him away from here. And
Not worried about getting poisoned by Veer anymore.
And once there, he can be arrested, detained, and executed. And you, Veer, are going to help me.
No, I'm not, Londo.
I do feel like the head turning thing should be something that changes throughout the season.
Okay.
I don't feel like that should be a thing that.
Well, that's assuming that it does mean something.
Well, didn't you say JMS said that it meant secrets are being hidden or not?
That was I forget who said it. They might even be here today, but it was one of our Council Chambers crew that had that theory.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you pulled that from a JMS thing.
We pulled that from our community.
Fair enough.
And we went through it and we examined it and we're like, yeah, that looks like we made sense of it somehow at the time.
Ben says it was a fan theory. Okay.
I tell you, in 50 years of living and 40 years of serving the Lord, I have never met a sorrier soul than Brother Theo here.
Well, I wouldn't say
Thank you, but I'd prefer to leave judgments as to the state of my soul to someone better qualified, and perhaps a bit less loud.
But it says in the Bible to make a joyful noise unto the Lord.
I've heard you say...
Yes, this is that one time.
And take my word for it, that is not what the good Lord had in mind when he said a joyful noise.
Hello?
Neither is that.
Reverend William Becker, head of the True Gospel Mission Baptist Church. Happy to meet you, Commander.
Nice to meet you.
And
When you can get a group of real ecumenical, different people and they can razz each other a little bit, that's got to be so nerdily fun.
Well, thank you. Now, if you all just follow me, we've set up temporary quarters for each of you.
Temporary? Nice word, isn't it?
So pay attention to William Forward, the actor that plays Lord Rifa.
Okay.
In his face throughout this thing. I don't know if we're going to see it or not, but when he got the script, he was really upset, and he went to JMS and because he's like, dude, what did I do to upset you? Like what happened? And he had to pull him aside and explain the situation. He indicated, or JMS indicated, hey, you're great. I'm sure I'm going to use you again as an alien character, some prosthetics, something like that. If you hadn't done such a good job, none of this would have happened. You are a victim of your own success. No one would have cared about this character if you hadn't done what you've done with it. He was pretty upset coming in.
Rightly so, and that JMS is right. That really speaks to how he has handled this character.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you can have great writing, but you also have to portray it well. Here's a thought, Jeff. Mm-hmm. What if Liana Kimmer was a perfectly written character?
Yeah.
And just had a better actress?
Could have come back and done, she would have fit in so many spots.
How often have we seen a character in a TV show, not just Babylon 5, but any TV show, who was only intended for a 1 or 2 off, but then the audience responded to that character, to that actor, and that person turns into a full-time cast member?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's fun when those things happen.
Stargate's had that a couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
And a couple of times more still to come. So it's a thing. All right, I love that. And if I knew that I was effectively getting fired, I would be bad too.
I'd have questions.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I haven't had a good night's sleep since Kosh died. Having the kind of nightmares make your hair stand on end.
Well, that would explain the Centauri. We need food and rest. Yeah. The humans who you've been waiting for have arrived and would like to have dinner.
No, I don't have time. If they want to come here,
So
then that's
I
what...
told them yes.
Delenn.
Sisminbari do not lie, except to save another. My
Except when
reputation
we
is
do.
at stake.
They gave us the caveat.
I'll be publicly dishonored.
We know that's still bullshit.
Right.
You don't fight fair.
Pardon the language.
True. Dinner isn't 2 standard hours.
So this was one of Mira Furlan's favorite scripts. She said to JMS that she's had to be so serious all season. It's nice to finally have some fun with this character.
Interesting.
And you can see it. She was having a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Pain in the butt.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
She didn't call him a crotch.
You remember Jacquard's aide, Nathan?
Remember, I still have the claw marks.
They were very close when she was here. He lost track of her when we bombed Nam. He assumed she was dead.
I love we get into Toth mention here.
Yeah.
To go to Jacquard.
And that it pays off
That Nathan is
later on.
alive. That she has been taken prisoner and is being kept in a cell beneath the building that once housed their ruling body, the Kari. Jacquard is the last of the Kari still free, and the only one who knows the layout of these underground cells. Knowing Jacquard, once he hears this, he'll return to Nan at once.
This is Londo laying a trap for Rifa right now.
Okay.
Londo, he as soon as we tell Jacquard this, he's gonna return.
Yeah, he's got to get Jacquard on Narn.
Right. This is Londo's already aware. This has nothing to do with getting Jacquard. We think this is about getting Jacquard. This has nothing to do with getting Jacquard. This is about getting Rifa, whom he believe killed Addryc.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. Let's watch this. Love the screenshot here with
Veer, yeah.
You know every ship going to Narn is searched?
Veer, we're talking.
Nia says he's already spoken to Jacquard at this point.
I feel like there's a scene where he asks Veer to hook them up or something.
Well, I think there's also, isn't there a piece, this might be the episode where Londo actually has to play Veer because he needs Lord Rifa's people to believe that this is true. And Veer gets pissed off because Londo didn't tell him the truth and played him.
Yes.
Is this that episode?
I don't know if that's this one, but I do remember Veer being like, his life was in danger.
And you played me is basically what's going on. Because Veer had to believe it's true. So Londo so we'll go with that. Londo has already spoken to Jacquard, which is very interesting to me. Jacquard, you think Jacquard wants to get Rifa just as much as he wants to do Londo?
He wants to get any Centauri.
Right, but I mean, Rifa is one of the high-ranking Centauri who's torturing his people.
And knowing what he knows now from Dust to Dust, he knows Rifa's been involved.
Yeah. So, yeah, Jacquard could enemy of my enemy on this thing.
Yeah. Our Council Chambers chat is telling us that this is that episode, Brent. So not only is he laying the trap here for Rifa, he's setting the stage for Veer. The fear is that Rifa has a telepath.
He will believe that you have no reason to lie.
Is Steven starting to lose some weight here?
I think so. He's looking a little more.
Go.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
Yes, you will. You will do it because I ask you. Because it will help our people. Because if you
Yeah,
do
look, Londo, because if you don't, my plan's going to shit.
Yeah.
Remember, I will humiliate you, your family, and your house. I will drive them from honor and bankrupt them. I will have them stripped naked and whipped through the streets of the capital at midday. And in the end, I will destroy them.
Londo is completely bluffing here. He's manipulating Veer. Okay, moral question. Does it make him any different than the Vorlon in the Shadows?
Oh, I didn't think you were going to go there. Yes, because he's doing it to one person, not all people.
What makes it wrong for the Vorlons and Shadows to do it?
That they're doing it.
Okay, what makes it wrong for Londo to do it?
That he's doing it.
It's either the same or it's not that bit, or it's not that evil of a thing to do. It's either evil all the way around or it's not.
Oh, we've had this conversation. Their manipulation is not always evil. In fact, I will go so far as to say that Londo manipulating Veer is not evil. How he manipulates him is.
I just want to be clear. I don't think it's good to manipulate folks. You should really just kind of tell them. But also in this case, there is a legit reason why Veer needs to personally believe this. And sometimes ends do justify means. And this is one of those situations where I think ends probably justifies means.
Maybe.
In this case.
Maybe.
Because Londo's blood, he's not really going to do any of that to Veer. He's just got to make sure Veer's going to go through with this.
Yeah, but he knows that Veer would believe that he would do that to him.
Yeah.
They once asked us to recognize them, you know. They seem to think that if our
And let's be clear, everything Londo is doing is just for personal
time
revenge.
establishing their independence.
Which is not great. That's not a good
Not much
reason for
independent
doing
about.
so.
Is there, Lord Reefer?
No, Excellency.
Makes one wonder why Mollari stays.
I think he's no longer suited for life back home, Excellency. He has spent too much time among aliens. He's out of touch.
You once claimed him as a
Or he's
valuable
more
ally.
in touch than he's ever been.
Sided your house with his.
Because turns out interaction with aliens, interaction with people who aren't like you, actually opens
Now
your mind, broadens your
competition
experiences.
With his.
That's why I wanted you to come. To see for yourself what Londo has become. Your word can tilt the balance. If you
We'll end this by me showing you he's wrong and I'm right.
I will give it when I decide which side is more deserving.
Who is this actor?
I'm not sure.
He looks familiar. I can't place him on anything.
Oh, this is awkward.
Yeah, I'm about to kill you.
Right. Be strong.
I need to see Jakar. I said I need...
Let's find out if that guy didn't get paid for anything today.
Hello, Jakar.
Just stand there.
You did as I asked. Excellent. Minister, you're right. This division must end, but by deeds, not words. What if I could prove to Emperor Kataja the value of House Mollari over that of House Reefer? What if I could rid the royal court of a problem that has been bothering it for quite some time?
That happens to
An
be
embarrassment,
Reefer.
shall we say?
This is where we said
his
it's in front of us the whole time.
Done. When I am finished, this rivalry will be over once and for all. Good day, Excellency.
We can think that he's talking about something else when he's 100% just talking about
Is that
Reefer.
why you're doing this? To win favor at the royal court? How can you do this to me? To have Jakar imprisoned or killed just to elevate your position?
You're young, Veer.
Hey, Veer, we're in the hallway. Maybe shut up.
Okay, let's talk about that. This is something you don't understand, but you will. I feel like when somebody who is like a mentor to you says that to you, look, you don't understand, but you will. It is the providence of youth to scoff at that and be like, old man, that's just old thinking, and there's no way that can be whatever. When actually there is something.
It's very true.
Yeah.
I use that exact line with people that work with me and that I mentor, because sometimes you just have to do the thing. You don't need to understand why you're doing this thing right now. I mean, most all of the time you do, but there are times I don't need you to understand. I need you to do.
Yeah.
And you will understand. Like, I'm not cutting you off. And there's other times where it's like, you just haven't been around long enough to get this yet.
I can tell you as a teacher, when I'm with my students, there are things that I need to teach them to do, right? And I have discovered that if I will simply tell them, hey, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you to do something a certain way. It's not going to make sense to you right now, but I need you to trust me. There's a reason for it. And later on, you're going to understand it. And if you don't do it the way I'm telling you now, you're going to have trouble later on. I have a student right now who is saying that to a younger student of mine all the time, who's like, no, listen to him. He's right. I'm only 3 years ahead of you, but listen, he's right. Like, trust him on this one. But as a teacher, like, you're not in a spot where I can communicate to you why it's important that you do it like this.
Right.
But it matters because I see further down the road than you do. I know what's coming down the road. You don't. You really ought to. You need to listen and trust me. Now, in order for that to happen, though, Jeff, and this might be the mistake you're making, or maybe it's not. I don't know. You tell me. You have to have a relationship with that person.
Yeah.
There has to be some modicum of trust. In a boss-employee situation, there's some inherent, like, you're the boss, I'm the employee, I'm going to just kind of do what you say. There's that inherent trust, I suppose. But at some point, even as a boss, you have to earn that trust.
Yeah.
You know.
We also got our hands on most of the underground transmissions.
So the resistance is still alive back home.
President Clark wants folks to think otherwise, but the resistance is very much alive. It's all there.
Thanks. This'll help.
What do they say about us?
You know, that would be a fun story.
What's going on there?
The story of the resistance.
Yeah. Pirates and traitors working with aliens to subvert Earth.
That actually, think about that though, Jeff. It's an Earth-based story. It's Earth-based politics, but you have a resistance movement that is underground, but is set in the future. So we have the influence of aliens on Earth, and we're working with aliens to accomplish the resistance movement and keep things going in the face of an anti-alien Earth first type situation.
Yeah.
That's a story that could work.
It could be a good show.
I think that'd be an interesting story. And you know what? Whatever's going on Babylon 5, that's
over there.
Really not affecting me right now.
What if they would have been right about us?
I didn't think so, but if I was wrong, I was wrong. I'd rather
kind of
do
an
something
Andor
and make a
type.
mistake than
Yeah.
be frightened.
This
into
is all
doing
going on
nothing.
over here.
That's the problem today back home. Folks have been conned into thinking they can't change the world, have to accept what is. I tell you something, my friends, the world is changing every day. Only question is who's doing it.
This is the whole reason the ruse was set up.
I didn't do anything!
Correct, Veer. But you're about to do something. You are going to tell me what Londo is planning, or you will not leave this room alive.
Okay, so tracking the subversion, what we're led to believe is the thing that the rivalry that exists between Rifa and Londo is real. We're going to prove to the Emperor our worth by delivering Jakar, right?
So Rifa's like,
right. And that's what we have Veer believing right now. But what he really means is I'm going to prove my worth and end this rivalry. And in order to prove my worth, I'm going to end the rivalry by ending them.
Yeah.
Which is pretty baller.
It's pretty hardcore. Yeah.
That's pretty hardcore. Let me be clear. In everything I'm saying, I do not condone murder. And this is for personal revenge, both for him and Jakar, which is not a good enough reason to murder somebody, in my opinion. Very few things ever are. But this is fiction, and you kind of want to see
right?
his.
Yeah.
So I'm shrugging my shoulders at the fact this is fiction and going with it that way.
He's not been very kind to you, has he, Veer? He's treated you badly, thrown you
This is a good
aside,
tactic by
kept you
Rifa.
down. I can change that for you. I can have you appointed to the royal court. You'll be
Except
able to
Veer
go home
has
again.
seen Rifa in action.
Money, a title, little power. In time, Veer, I think you would come to see things my way.
Here's the
Time.
problem with Rifa right now, though. He doesn't know Veer. Everything he's offering to Veer
he wants nothing to do with
is not Veer's value system. Yeah. Now, Veer's still Centauri. You imagine that does still tempt just about anybody, particularly Centauri. They're probably fairly human when it comes to that. But again, that's not typically what Veer values. Rifa's it's a smart move on Londo's part. I'm going to get the guy who kind of is immune to whatever he's going to do to him.
Yeah.
I've just got to make him telepath proof, which means he has to. This is Inception. He has to actually believe it.
Something I do not have. Take it from his mind.
No.
Who is this short, crusted boo-boo right here?
This guy?
I want you to go
Just
to
a telepath.
I know. No, I'm just
It's a lie.
short, little, crested, whatever.
Knowing Jakar, once he hears this, he'll return to Narn
At the point the telepath shows up, don't you just say it? You're like, look, I'll tell you.
When he arrives, he
I'll
will
tell you.
attempt to save her and my forces.
Is this supposed to be hurting Veer?
If it's a deep scan, it would. And he's probably adding a
I know
little
that was
to it.
uncomfortable, but it was necessary. You will be attended to.
Now, wait a minute. What does this mean, attended to?
Right? It could mean all kinds of things.
We're either talking torture or we're going to take care of you and just keep you in comfort. We're just going to keep you here.
When God comes knocking at your door, you won't need me or anyone else to tell you what that sound is. But you got to remember, after God created man, he created Eve because he knew we all need someone to talk to, someone to help shoulder the burden.
He's not talking about Delin here, but he's talking about Delin.
Right? Yeah, he's just saying you need someone else.
You need someone else to talk to. Here's a biblical example of the way that God made the order to do that. Oh, turns out you actually have an Eve.
And she was just actually telling you this same thing earlier in a different way.
Yeah.
She loves you, you know. I saw it
here
in
he
her
is.
face at dinner every time she looked at you.
I don't want to talk about this
he is
anymore.
talking about Delin then. Sorry.
Of course.
Turns out, I take back everything I just said.
Delen's been through a lot lately. We all have. She's got enough problems on her hands without giving her mind.
Him getting defensive just
Thank you for
proves
your
how
concern,
right
Reverend.
he is.
When I help you clean up your place, I am helping you. Of course, the way I lived back then, sometimes the mess was too much for both of us, but it sure was nice to have the company.
God, so well done. And look, it's working too. Here's the thing I'm going to hit you with. Okay, I'm not going to hit you with the thing. Oh, here's the thing.
I don't know if we talked about this the first time around, but I really love this whole thing.
Yeah.
One of the things I've learned in my many years of marriage is if you make the other person first, you focus on taking care of the other person in a healthy marriage, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not a codependent sort of a thing. but
Right,
yeah.
right. In a healthy marriage, in a healthy relationship. When you make the other person your priority and you focus on their needs and taking care of them, they are focused on you and taking care of your needs.
Mm-hmm.
And so your needs are filled and met. You don't have to worry about your own needs. And I love what he said. When I sweep my floor, all I've done is sweep my floor. But when I sweep your floor, I've swept the floor and I've helped you.
Yep.
I can just take care of me and you can just take care of you. And at the end of the day, then I've only taken care of me. Well, fine. I could let you take care of me so I don't have to worry about me. And then I can take care of you. And now I've taken care of someone, which is cool. And I've done it for you because I love you.
Right.
And that's even better. And that's just one of the things I love. And my wife and I, we don't always get it right, but it's a thing we've talked about often in our marriage over the years. And it's how we try to model our marriage.
Right.
Is I look after her needs and she looks after me and mine. And again, we don't always do right with it, but it is the basis of at least what we strive for.
Yeah. And I think it extends to so many other things. There's this weird psychological thing. I'm going to share one of my leadership secrets that, like one of my secret weapons that I like to share with people. But psychologically, so many people believe that, like in a work context, people have to know that I did a thing so that they know I'm of value and they don't fire me. Like that's what it really boils down to. And what that leads to are literally just a bunch of people in a space working at only not getting fired. And not actually anything else. But psychologically, there's this weird thing that happens where when I put all of my care and attention on someone else, which people are afraid to do because then they're going to get all the credit. But no, I get just as much, if not more. So as an example, you and I work on a project of some kind and we end up in a meeting and someone's like, we want to give you $1 million for this incredible thing that you came up with. And if my response is like, yeah, I did a great job with that, I deserve $1 million. They're like, yeah, you did. You're kind of a jerk too. But if I go and I say, you know what? We couldn't have done this without Brent. Everything he brought was top notch and incredible. He challenged my assumptions in ways that brought us to decisions we wouldn't have come to otherwise. I give you all of the credit right there, whether you're there or not. With that, the fear is that they're just going to think you're the only valuable part of the equation. But psychologically, they see it, they understand. Oh, this guy's a good guy right here, and this Brent guy he's talking about. Also, I think that the message I wrote down here is that just simply there's value in service. Yeah. And that value is that when you serve others, you serve all. And I'll point this back to Jeremiah last week, talking about the universe thing. If we're all manifestations of the universe, same universe, then when you suffer, I suffer. When you succeed, I succeed. When you thrive, I thrive. Because we're all one. And I think if we can come in with that mentality, I'm going to give of myself to you selflessly. Yeah. I will still receive, and maybe even more than I would have if I just went to take.
And here's the thing. I like to think that we are in a healthy podcast partnership, friendship that we have. If that person then comes to me and be like, hey, I heard you were the bee's knees about making this thing run. My response should, and frankly would be, yeah, but I couldn't do it without Jeff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
which just makes us as a team that much more valuable because they're like, look, they both get it. Even if that's not a conscious thought. Yeah, it still hits everything.
Yeah, and now you and I get to go together wherever they're going to take
us. Right? Exactly.
There we go. I dig it.
There's a lot of chatter in the council chambers chat that I really appreciate around. We talked about it back in TKO. You were the one. I want a rabbi. Like, this guy's great.
I was just thinking about this.
Yep. Yeah. And that was people here. I want a pastor. I'm going to tell you this. This is just world according to Jeff right here. Like, you may think otherwise. I'm not speaking for you. But this, frankly, has nothing to do with religion. I mean, it has to do with religion, and that's the training that they come up with and stuff. But this is really just being good humans. You can get this from a professor, a boss, a good friend, somebody. It happens to be
a wise person,
a wise, trusted person. Now, in the religious space, there are assumptions of wisdom. There's a level, if you are within that religious circle, there's a level of trust that you start with. I think even if you're not a religious person, when someone's like, hey, I'm Reverend so-and-so from this church, there are assumptions, positive and negative, that are made. But I think it's just easier to put these words into a religious person's mouth. Oh, it makes sense. Of course, the Reverend's saying these things, but it could come from anybody.
What I love, though, is JMS is, despite being an atheist himself and having his negative real-life reactions with religious folks, he's not just writing the religious people to be the evil Cardinal Richelieus.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, he's allowing them that space. But nothing that he said here is religious. The only thing that's kind of religious that he said was, when God comes after you, you're not going to need me.
Yeah.
Which, hello, yes, that's the kind of attitude that most of us should have.
Yeah.
Right? But I think back to Rabbi Koslav. I just go, man, I want a rabbi. I look at Brother Theo. I want to kind of become a monk.
Right.
If I get to go serve with this guy. Why? Because I want that guy in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know? By the way, you don't have to be Jewish, I've learned, to have a rabbi.
Right. Exactly.
They'll talk to you. Yeah. You don't have to be a member of a particular church to go to a pastor.
In fact, if they tell you need to be,
then true with the priest.
Exactly. And if they tell you need to be a member, that's not a church you want to be a part of.
No. And I'll bet you most monks, if you just go talk to them,
they're all about it.
And they'll probably give you some really wise stuff.
Yep.
That's next on my list. I've never done that.
And some beer.
And by the way, I'm sure you probably could do the same thing with, are they called imams?
Imams,
in Islam?
Imams.
I forget what they're called in Hindu. Like, I'm sure, like, you're going to find the wise folks, and then you're going to find the people that are the evil Cardinal Richelieus.
There are a lot of them out there.
And it's, in fiction, it's usually one or the other when it comes to the religion.
Yep.
You know, Z minus 30. Z is Zathras or Zahadum.
It should be Zathras, though.
It's days to Zahadum is what we're saying, right?
All right. So this scene right here, JMS says that the buildings, the overall setting of Narn was very intentionally inspired by Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Oh, okay. Fair.
Very much meant to inspire those thoughts and feelings.
Once we have this Narn, what shall we do with him?
Bring him back to Centauri Prime in chains as a gift for Emperor Cartagia, along with a silver plate upon which I will have the head of Londo Molari.
If I'm dude, I'm like, how does Londo fit into this? I thought we were going for the Kari. What's
There's
going
no
on with you?
pattern to the shadow attacks. No pattern at all.
But maybe no pattern is the pattern.
Sometimes it's just nice to have the company.
He's taking the advice.
Put the three-dimensional grid back up again. Display the attacks in sequence, chronological order.
Like the second he takes dude's advice, it's like, oh, there's the breakthrough.
I started here, then jumped across to this area.
Maybe this is as much about terror as it is about territory.
That's why they call it territory.
Maximum results when you finally hit them with something big. Well, we're the bad guys, if I were them. The only way we're going to beat them is to think like them.
Think like them?
Yes.
No.
That's the problem. Yeah, it's offensive right
No,
there.
we just figured this out.
Reverend Dexter says you need some time away from this. Right now, I agree.
She knows what he needs to get his mind right.
Woo-hoo?
Yeah. Listen.
We are ready to proceed, Jukar.
They understand the target.
I love that phrase. Follow me. I know the way. Londo legit just punched a dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it make it any better that Londo came for Veer himself?
A little bit.
And didn't let him sit there? Like, Londo had a plan. He wasn't just going to leave Veer there.
Yeah.
He didn't send Veer out like a sacrifice to be slaughtered.
That's fine.
Okay, so right now, this is all part of the plot.
Yep.
Jakar knows what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Jakar's got this little hologram scanner thing. Jakar's leading these folks into a known trap, knowing that really they're turning on leading this guy into a trap.
Right.
Do the people with Jakar know what's about to happen?
I think they do.
Say no. You think they do?
The people with Jakar?
Yeah. Jakar's folks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're doing the thing.
Does it matter? Do they know that Londo's about to pop up on a thing and they're going to go kill this guy?
They know they're supposed to kill this guy. As you just said, Jakar just said, do they understand the target?
Oh. Not Natoth.
Right?
Rifa.
Yep.
Because it could be the target's Natoth. We got to go get her out.
Oh. Yeah, they're all in on this. They are the trap, and they know they are the trap.
Because I was thinking that he's still leading them to go get Natoth.
Yeah.
Again, see, I'm still getting flaked out, man.
You have just taken your final
Dude, this
step
has such great
as a
rewatch
free
value.
man.
Yeah. This episode is everything that my memory told me this episode was.
So far, agreed.
Who is the enemy?
All right, this is the thing I really want to pay attention to.
We are all alien to one another.
So as you pay attention, JMS, describing this whole scene, says it's funny, yet chilling. These are the scenes that I love the most. The ones where you're utterly conflicted. It's grotesque or frightening on the one hand, and comic or absurd on the other. It leaves you uncertain which way to jump emotionally, and I love that feeling. Caught betwixt and between. Just to further add a bit of creepiness to it, in the sound mix, I had the editors verb up the music toward the fade out, so it had a slightly distorted edge to it. The details are everything in this scene.
I'm going to be specifically listening for that.
As we head
Also, I just want to say this, Jeff. I get the feeling we could probably pause this video after every sentence that this pastor is about to say and pick apart what he's about to say. That is not the scope of our video right now.
Let's just let this go and see what happens.
Let's save that for a Bad Nerds podcast episode. So we can talk about it a little bit here, but we can really deep dive into this because I feel like probably everything here he's about to say it'd be an episode all unto itself.
The enemy is the one who tells you that you must hate that which is different, because in the end, that hate will turn on you. Wow. And that same hate will destroy you.
I've got freaking chills right now.
Yep.
I don't even care about this. Go back to him.
Yeah, he's talking to us right now.
Holy smokes.
What are you waiting for?
Hello, Riva. If you are seeing this message...
Oh, that's right. All the guards are Londo's guards.
You will be dead. You have taken from me that which I loved, Riva. You also took the life of Prime Minister Malachi, a good and dear friend. Weakened our defenses by your constant warfare, none of which matters to Shakar or his associates.
Did you see
that?
Right
through him.
Did you see
you
that?
You also took the life of Prime
Jakar,
Minister Malachi. I have given Shakar documents which prove that you are the one who orchestrated the bombing.
Fear is the enemy. Be careful of those who tell you to hate that which is different from you, because that will be the thing that undoes you. Rifa's the guy who's been saying, hate the Narn.
Londo too, but Rifa has been.
But Rifa's really been the guy driving it, right? Because Londo's effectively been out of power for a lot of this. Yeah. Like, it's been Rifa back home. I'm not saying Londo hasn't been saying it. Rifa's been the guy who's been leading it among the people, right? And here it's about to destroy him.
None who held against my advice. Personally, were involved in the creation of death camps.
I love that Londo's not exactly looking at Rifa here.
He's lying. On the off chance that Shakar might not believe me, I have arranged for 2,000 Narns now in custody to be free. Half in advance, half pending.
Doesn't necessarily mean that Rifa... they would kill Rifa to free 2,000 Narns, regardless of how many Narns Rifa killed.
Would discredit your house and all opposition in the royal court.
He's trying to be big, but he's like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this.
Goodbye, Rifa.
There is no hiding place.
No, this
I like that they just walk away.
Come back!
Okay, there's only 4
Make
other
sure
Narn
this
there.
is found on his body. Leave his face and head intact. They will be needed later for identification. The rest is yours.
No hiding place down here.
This is brilliant.
There's no hiding place down here.
There's not as much intercutting back and forth here as it was in TKO. Because there was the message, and then we watched what happened, and now the music is basically soundtracking this part.
You know the sinner's gonna be running. Yeah, you know they forgot about Jesus.
It's only 4 Narn.
I know. I thought in my
Why
head
did
it
it
was
feel like 20 last time? I really felt like it was like 20 Narn last time.
No hiding place on the mountain. No hiding place in the waters. No hiding place down here. No hiding place.
Okay, here's what I want to know. I want to know this from all of our listeners out there. Okay, particularly if you are not a church-going kind of person, all right? And Jeff, I'm even going to include you. I know you're a church-going kind of person, but you're not this kind of a church-going kind of person. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to watch this scene, all right? And I'm talking to probably just about everybody on the sound of my voice. I want you to email us. Jeff, our email address is thebadnerds@gmail.com. Okay, I want you to email us, or you can comment down below, but I'd rather email us. Let us know who you are in the crowd.
Oh, wow, okay.
I want to know. Like, have fun with this. But which awkward person are you in? You find yourself in this spot that's not really a spot you're used to. Who are you in the crowd? Okay, that's what I want to know. I'll remind you so you guys can see this bit a little bit, but I want to know. And Council Chambers, go ahead and drop it in. Thank you, Andy. And you can keep it to our cast. All right, we don't need the other dude over there that we don't know. And no fair saying you're Rifa or the Narn. We're talking about in the crowd.
I'm just really impressed with the compression they've got on her vocals. Like, for live, that's good.
I'm hearing the reverb on
When it comes their time to die. No hiding place on the mountain. No hiding place in the waters. No hiding place down
I'm Sheridan. I know I'm Sheridan.
I went to the rock to hide my face, but the rock cried out, no hiding place. There's no hiding place. place down here. You know,
Now there's 29.
Yeah.
Where did they all come from? There was only 4. Who are you, Drew?
I'm Theo, 100%.
That's why we feel like there was 20 on there.
Because there were, yeah.
Yeah.
And Jakar just watches.
Andy says he's linear. Deborah says she's linear. Most people saying linear like,
This data crystal?
That's what I thought for most people.
Reaper's body contains information that would...
Like, I'm going to be respectful and I have no idea what's going on.
All right, Veer has finally put it together. He knows what's going on now.
As the humans say, play both
And he's
sides
back there
against the
pissed,
living.
just waiting to
His
get
body
Londo
when he
alone.
was found. Encouraging acts of terror against our people, he hoped to undermine the royal court, create enough public outrage that he could move his own people into positions of power. And where they go,
While Londo is lying through his teeth right here, he's also not wrong about Reefer.
Right? What was it? Yeah, a little bit of the truth in every lie?
kill you.
This is a
just
lot
as
of
he
the
did
truth
Prime
in this
Minister
lie, though.
Malachi. Apparently he felt that sooner or later it would destroy him or us.
A big thank you to Andrew. Brent, that's not a red crystal. That's blood on the crystal.
Well, thank you for bringing this to my attention, Malari.
I live only to serve, Mitsy.
Even Veer's like, really?
Stephen First just has to be back there just...
All right, Veer, what is it? You have that look again. So I let you believe what I wanted him to believe. It was the only way to lure him into the trap I had set for him.
Londo, they could have killed me.
Nonsense. You're not important enough to kill.
But I'm important enough for you to lie to. I used to think I knew
Yeah?
you, Londo, but I never knew you at all, did I?
What?
I think this should not
What?
be. I mean, you should be mad.
Are you kidding
but
me,
not
Veer?
surprised.
Wish you would tell me what...
It's
What?
Londo.
It's a surprise.
Let's show you those resources you've got.
Oh, yeah. This it comes here.
Yeah.
Okay.
White Star was never intended
how
to be
it-
one of a kind. It was only the first.
They've kept this a
We've been
secret
working
from him
on
this whole
it.
time?
Yeah.
I struck them. I said we needed time to prepare. This is why.
One last thing to do before we actually go to war.
I don't know what to say.
Her.
Yep.
Say nothing.
Do it. Yes! There it is! For real, the first time. For the second time. Dude, they even had a first-time kiss for the second time.
Right? Here's the thing. She wanted to see all of the resources he had. It wasn't the White Stars. No, and I don't mean that. I don't mean this.
This is a family-friendly
I don't mean it
show.
in that way at all. I mean, like, he knew that, like, he and Delenn were, but, like, you have John Sheridan. You have me. And really, the White Stars are nice, but does he need any other resource? Yeah, I mean, he needs the White Stars. That's actually is a physical war. But I feel like the real resource was Delenn.
She is his resource.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
it. And for practical reasons within the war, but also for personal, emotional, mental health reasons as well.
Yeah, which we got so clearly in this.
Mm-hmm.
The big things you said a thing at the end that I just want to touch on really quick.
Yeah.
And that was so much rewatchability in this episode.
Yeah, so much.
It's just super good. And is there anything else you want to that we didn't?
I could do this for a third time because of that.
It's so
no, I really do think we need to just, in whatever note we're keeping ideas and stuff in the future, though, Jeff, a breakdown of what the pastor said there. Now, granted, what it really is it's his one message, which is really just about a paragraph long, juxtaposed against what's happening to Rifa.
Yeah.
Right? And then the rest of it's just the song being the soundtrack to Rifa getting his lunch eaten.
Yeah.
Or his gizzards eaten.
Yeah.
Like whatever's happening. But that whole clip needs to be taken, edit out anything that's not him, and put that out because that hits today.
Yeah.
Today.
It hits today, and it also hit yesterday, and it will probably also hit tomorrow. It's a
That's
timeless
so sad.
message.
It's so sad that it has to hit. You know, like we should be better than that.
Well, these are the things that make us better, though. We have to hear these things. We have to see these things, and we need it in repetition.
And you have to hear them repeatedly. Yeah.
And I think because we're human, we need to hear it repeatedly over generations.
Yeah.
And that sucks, but we can change. We have the capacity for it.
I do want to read one quote that I pulled from the pastor.
Okay.
Actually, or from about the middle part of the episode. When you're all worried, your worry tank is all filled up. People stop coming to you because they don't want to add to it. You got to empty out your worry tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
People will start walking on eggshells around you. It'll happen.
I talk a lot about leadership. We know that. But one of the things I talk about in that is that leadership is lonely. There are times you are the only person making the decision. I mean, you can have people providing input or whatever, but you have to make the call. And that's a very lonely thing to have to do.
Right.
And it is in sharing. You almost can never share everything.
Right.
But to sharing what you can with who you can makes all the difference in the world. And I loved how the Reverend approached it in this too, where it's you're not putting off any responsibility. You're sharing the load. Mm-hmm. That's it. And it's totally okay to do that.
Absolutely. Well, Jeff.
Yeah.
I have a question.
I know you do.
We have a ranking.
We do.
You rank one week, I rank the next. You rank the next week, I rank the next. In our power, do we have the ability to alter the person's previous ranking from the week before?
We've never done that before.
I don't know. Well, the question remains even right now in this moment, Jeff. Where does this episode go in our 100% completely accurate, objectively correct, Joe, ranking of Babylon 5, particularly as a second watch?
Right.
Jeff, our top 5 currently sit at Dust to Dust in the number 5 slot, Interludes and Examinations in number 4, Ship of Tears in number 3, War Without End Parts 1 and 2 in the number 2 slot, and the trilogy, Messages from Earth, Point of No Return, and Severed Dreams up in the 1. And Joe, Jeff, we've been getting some comments and emails. People don't like the fact we combined it, but it's there because it's objectively correct.
It is. I call it
Jeff,
Meppers.
I'm curious. Do I know?
I call it Meppers.
Meppers?
Messages from Earth, Point, No Return.
Wow. Okay. There you go. Meppers did. Where is this one going to find itself in? And by the way, what that secretly allows us to do? To have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes in our top 5 because this season deserves
We
it.
kind of need that.
Do you guys like it now? Okay. Go ahead, Jeff. Where does this episode go?
Well, it is, you picked the right zone for this one for sure.
Of course.
And I am not going to mince anything on this, Brent. This episode was incredible the first time we watched it. I'm going to say it's even more incredible the second time that we watched it.
Why did we not? Why did we come across that we didn't like it? My memory says we loved it.
So I think where we come across it, we didn't like it. And I'm not saying we didn't like it. I'm just saying that we liked it. I like it more.
Yeah.
And we really tried to figure out the first time what it was that didn't feel right.
Yeah.
And I think what it was is we were caught in the Londo ruse the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
And so we had no solid footing. This time we did.
Yeah.
And so everything just hit.
Is there a thing that, like, when you watch a future episode that explains something or informs an opinion of a past episode, your memory of that episode updates?
Yeah.
The file updates?
It turns out,
yeah, it does.
Turns out our memory is not so, accurate.
No, but turns out, but it's because you're updating and replacing the old file with the new file as you go through the series.
Absolutely.
I like it. So where's this going, Jeff?
That's going to go as number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Yeah. Man, we got 2 episodes left on the season.
I know.
Jeff. Well, Jeff, with that's going to do it for And the Rock Cried Out, No Hiding Place. You know what? I don't want to hide from this one.
No.
I like it all the way through. I do feel like there's a whole lot more to be said about what Londo did. Is he right or wrong?
Yes. I'll give you my final judgment, though. My final judgment.
Okay.
Wrong.
Yes.
Because he did it for personal revenge.
It was murder.
Yep.
It was cold-blooded murder. And he effectively betrayed a friend.
Yeah, to get it.
To do it. I will also say I think Veer's blowing away. He's taking offense where he really ought not take offense.
His offense was, I thought I knew. No, dude, this is so on brand.
This is exactly what you know as Londo. You're just mad that he got you, dude.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Londo had him the whole time. Veer was safe the whole time. Mm-hmm. Veer just needed to trust Londo. But Londo has not exactly been the most trustworthy of people.
He sure has not.
Jeff, next week, new episode on deck. It's an episode called Shadow Dancing. I don't know if you remember this episode or not. What do you remember about it? What do you remember thinking about this episode?
The thing I remember about this one, I know there is so much more to it. But the thing I just remember is Franklin actually walking into himself and working his stuff out. And I really liked how it happened. And I remember in the moment being like, I like this. This is good. And then what comes later for Franklin, we see him readjust to his new place. But what's weird for me is, like, I know there's all this other stuff that happened. I couldn't tell you one of them. What do you remember about it?
Nothing.
Right.
I don't remember this episode. Tell me the big thing that happens in this episode. Like, Kosh died in the last one. This is the one where Rifa dies. What's the big thing that happens in this episode?
Franklin.
I know what Zahadum is. Do what now?
Franklin finds himself.
Oh, this is Walkabout Part 2.
Yes.
That's right. Okay. I remember thinking that this was Walkabout, only done better.
Okay.
That's what I remember thinking. I couldn't tell you why.
Well, it's all Next week, find out what else happens in this episode. It'll be our second time, but maybe a little bit of the first time as well for Brent and myself. So make sure you're subscribed so you get notification when that thing comes out. If you want to get access to all the other cool stuff that we do, we've got a Patreon page where you can get full unedited versions of Babylon 5, of Stargate, of the next projects we have coming up, of the little things that Brent and I do on the side. There's a ton of content on there, and I'm sure that you would really enjoy it. And if you really want to help out, the thing you can do that costs you nothing and means the world, means the galaxy to Brent and myself, is to share this show. Share it with somebody who loves Babylon 5 or who should love it, and maybe watching two nerds watch it a couple years too late will help them fall in love with it. So with that, my name is Jeff Akin. This is Brent.
Hey, Jeff.
What's up? Brent, what is going on? I don't like the look.
You know what I'm about to do, don't you?
Oh, please. Oh my God. Don't. We've had so much of this. Don't do it.
There's no hiding place down here. You know, there's no hiding place down here. I went to the rock to hide my face, but the rock cried out, no hiding place down here. I want to tell you that there's no hiding place down here.
I mean, we're not some deep space franchise. This station is about something.
I freaking hate you.
We upset some people. I had that written before we even went on. Before we even came together to be like, hey, are you ready to go?
Oh my gosh, I hate you so. I did not see that until that very last bit, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to do this, aren't I?
Yep, and you did it.